At the end of the era of the Big Three, who do you think is the right choice to give us the flair and thrill they graced us with in the game? When this thought slides into our head, only one name comes to mind. A young sensation regarded as the talk of the sport, he is none other than Carlos Alcaraz. In this video, we will be bringing you what legends in the game have to say about this young star, having been merged with attributes such as special, really impressive, and best player in the world. He definitely has proven himself worthy of becoming a force to be reckoned with in the world of tennis. For a young man such as him to get the praises of a man said to be the most hated man to ever play the game, that's something you would not want to miss. So sit tight and relax as legends unveil to you the world-class sensation that is Carlos Alcaraz. Carlos Alcaraz Garcia was born on the 5th of May 2003 in El Palmar, Murcia, Spain. He started playing tennis at the Real Sociedad Club de Campo de Murcia, where his father was the tennis academy director. At the young age of 16, he made his ATP main draw debut at the Rio Open after receiving a wild card for the singles main draw. In the first round, he defeated Albert Ramos Vinolas, who turned pro 4 years after he was born. This is basically Albert Ramos playing a 4-year-old Alcaraz at the time he turned pro. That would have been a very interesting match to watch. Alcaraz was defeated in the second round by Federico Coria. When he was 17, Alcaraz became the youngest participant in the Australian Open men's singles. On his debut, he defeated Dutch number 1, Botic van de Chanschel, in straight sets. At the age of 18, the Spaniard went on to become the youngest match winner in the Madrid Open, displacing his fellow countryman and 22 Grand Slam winner Rafael Nadal. Alcaraz advanced to the quarterfinal of the competition and was set to play the King of Clay in his kingdom. Unfortunately for the King, Alcaraz defeated him 6-2, 1-6, 6-3 to set up a semi-final showdown with Novak Djokovic. After this shocking defeat, Nadal was asked to compare himself to Carlos Alcaraz at 19, and he said, "I forgot what I was like. The only thing we can do is enjoy the career of an extraordinary player like Carlos. But stop comparing him to me. If he manages to win 25 Grand Slams, it will be fantastic for him and for our country. But let him enjoy his personal career. I have enjoyed my personal career." Nadal didn't stop there as he went on to say, "We don't need to put further pressure on him. Don't ask me every time because I'll always tell you the same thing. It's good for our sport. Honestly, in a selfish way, as a viewer, to have someone like Carlos who will enjoy their career for the next few years is fantastic. Having to be compared to your idol is one thing, but being commended by him puts Alcaraz in a whole different league." Before their semi-final match, Djokovic spoke about how much of a threat Alcaraz was, saying he definitely is special. Already he's breaking a lot of records as a teenager, winning 2 Masters events this year, a couple 500s. So far, he is the best player in the world, no question. This year, Alcaraz went on to defeat former world number 1 Novak Djokovic in the semifinals of the competition, making him the first person to win 2 of the Big Three consecutively. However, after the defeat, Djokovic said congrats to him. He held his nerve very well. For somebody of his age to play so maturely and courageously is impressive. He deserved to win. As astonishing a player that he has always proven to be, Alcaraz ended up winning the title by defeating defending champion Alexander Zverev in the finals 6-3, 6-1. After this thrilling victory, Djokovic said, "He deserved to win the trophy. Everything about his game is really impressive. He's a really complete player. Can play equally well offensively and defensively. He's the talk of the sport." The talk of the sport? No doubt he is. Former British professional tennis player Annabel Croft once shared what Roger Federer's thought on the upcoming star is in an interview with Amazon Prime, saying, "He doesn't give you the impression he is going to shy away from pressure like we always said about Federer. Federer is someone who will walk towards the fire and tackle pressure head-on, enjoy it, embrace it, and try to put the young ones in their place. I'm sure Federer is sitting at home and watching him in awe." At the quarterfinal of the French Open, Zverev got his revenge on Alcaraz by winning a thrilling 4-set tie-break 9-7. When asked about the match, Zverev said, "I was shitting my pants. I know I had to play my best tennis today from the start on. He kept coming back. Carlos is one of the best players in the world right now. It seems quite impossible to beat him. I know I had to play my absolute best from the first point on and letting him go ahead in the match. Getting that boost of confidence was going to be a very difficult thing for me to come back from, and I'm happy that I won in 4 sets. I'm glad that I didn't have to go on to a 5th set. He sure knew how not to underestimate the youngster who dethroned the King of Clay in his kingdom. In an interview with Marca, former world number 1 John McEnroe talks about Alcaraz's succession to the Big Three, saying, "Alcaraz is incredible. I still can't believe how good he is already. He is the prototype player that only comes along every 10 years like Rafael, Novak, and Roger. I've never seen anyone move like Carlos, and he's only 19. It's unbelievable what he shows, his energy. Tennis needs someone like him. No doubt it does." Alcaraz's rise to greatness didn't just get the attention of the players, but also that of Rick Macci, 7-time USPTA National Coach of the Year and childhood coach of female number 1 tennis player Serena Williams. Talking about Alcaraz's gameplay, Rick said, "His hands are like cotton. That's another thing. He has his raw power, but his hands are like cotton. He can chip it, dip it, flip it, and rip it. His hands are very soft." He further added, "When he volleys, he can absorb the power, and speaking of the volley, he is not afraid to come in. I have never seen a young man so complete." Oh Rick, we haven't either. Furthermore, 7 times Grand Slam Mats Wilander heaped praises on the teen sensation, stating, "I have never seen someone with his way of acting and his freshness. He is always in the game. He is emotional, but at the same time, he looks at his bench with a good attitude. He never seems to be relaxed, and he has the best attitude I've ever seen. Carlos shows everything positive that he carries within him with his body language. I love how he acts. It is very important for tennis that there is a player who seems to be enjoying himself so much, who likes to compete so much, and who hates losing. Hopefully, he doesn't start throwing tantrums for losing." Former world number 1, Andy Roddick, once noted how social media is abuzz with comparisons between Alcaraz and Nadal. In an interview, he says, "I can't mention anything about Alcaraz on Twitter without someone automatically saying, 'Well, Rafa did this, and you know Rafa did that.' We have to let this guy be his own person, and he seems comfortable in his own skin. He seems comfortable with the way he plays. I just don't think it's going to faze him. Hopefully, it doesn't faze him." Alcaraz once claimed a win over British professional tennis player and 3-time Grand Slam winner Sir Andy Murray in Vienna. After the match, Murray was asked if there was anything Alcaraz does surprisingly well, given that he was 18 at the time. Murray had this to say, "He hits the ball really hard from the back of the court, and I'd probably say like physically. I don't really like comparing myself to other young players, but if I think back to when I was 18 in comparison to him, from a physical perspective, he is unbelievably strong. Looking at Alcaraz's play, you can definitely see the physicality in him." Alcaraz's wave didn't fail to grab the attention of the richest tennis player of all time, Ion Tiriac. Tiriac once backed the Spaniard to replace the Big Three of Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer. When asked to describe Alcaraz, he said, "A future number 1, and I hope he is also a great character, because tennis is going to need a great character in the place of these 3 who are leaving." Leaving, really? Does it look like the Big Three are leaving anytime soon? With the likes of Nadal and Djokovic still battling it out on for more major titles, it's going to be a while for Alcaraz. But hopefully he gets his chance like Tiriac has said. Though still young and having a lot to learn, Alcaraz has proven to be a very promising talent in the world of tennis. He has successfully been able to grab the attention of big names in the game, coupled with the growing love from fans all over the world. Like Ion Tiriac said, he would definitely be a perfect replacement for the Big Three. When asked about Carlos Alcaraz, Greek professional tennis player Stefanos Tsitsipas said, "He inspires me a lot. I really want to be like him." Isn't it rare to look up to someone who is 4 years younger than you, unless that person is as exceptionally talented as Alcaraz? Then that works.